Hi everybody, my review is on the movie Captain America, The First Avenger, starring Chris Evans, Haley Atwell, Hugo Weaving, and Tommy Lee Jones. Um, I saw the movie last Friday. I got a Captain America shirt on. I saw the movie last Friday, and it the convention, as you know, a lot of you know, I'm down in San Diego attending San Diego Comic-Con. Well, anyways, um, on Friday in the evening, I saw after the convention was over at 7 o'clock. I mean, the exhibit hall closed, but there were still some of the things going on, the panels and stuff, but nothing that I was interested in. And I wanted to go see the Captain America movie, so I went and saw it at the local theater that was within walking distance. Um, I thought the movie was good. For a superhero, I mean, this movie was good, and I know it's got a 72% on Rotten Tomatoes. I know that some critics didn't like it. One critic said that they thought the movie was boring. I don't see how this movie was boring. How the heck could a movie like this be boring? How? Because from what I saw, 75% of this movie was action-packed. I thought there was a lot of good action in this film. I mean, it was incredible. But the critics want to say differently. They thought the movie wasn't that good. I mean, not all of them think that. A lot. It did get a lot of good reviews, but I'm just saying that some of them didn't like it, or there was some out there that didn't like it, and I just kind of find that hard to believe because this movie to me was fun. It was excellent. It was action packed. But anyways, going on to the plot and all that. And I'm not going to give spoiler. I'm trying not to give away spoilers, but the movie starts off or as you've seen in the trailers, he's a skinny little guy. This little skimpy little guy who's short. He's not up to military standards, and the military rejects him. But he comes across this scientist that that works for the military and gets him into the military, and then they end up using him for an experiment. They make him bigger, stronger, taller. They make him into a super soldier. Well, anyways, the military didn't want to use him in the war, to fight the war. Instead, they turned him into some kind of poster boy, where he becomes like some kind of symbol of America. And and that's kind of like like in the 1940s, in the comic books, they tried to make Captain America some kind of American hero, but in the movie, it was that way too. He was like some kind of American hero symbol, poster boy kind of guy. But then he ends up ends up fighting against the bad guys, the Nazis, and accomplishing some things. And he was really, I thought the movie was flowed right. I think it was good action-packed movie. The only character I had a problem with was perhaps Red Skull. There was a couple of things that I was not entirely pleased with. For instance, his German accent, played by Hugo Weaving. I don't think it was a really that good of a German accent. At times it didn't even sound like a German accent. A lot of British and American actors are able to pull that off. Like if you've ever seen the Indiana Jones movies or World War II movies, there's a lot of American and British actors that can pull that off. But I mean, Hugo Weaving seemed to have a hard time with it. It seemed like to me anyway. And the way the makeup looked, or whether it was CGI, I don't know. It just kind of seemed. I don't know. It didn't seem. Kind of almost seemed a little cheesy, a little bit. I'm not putting down the actor or the character in this movie. but I was hoping for something a little bit better, than what we got in that regards. Um, I thought the movie was good, and I bet you guys didn't know this. I bet you didn't know this. But do you think this is Captain America's first film on the big screen? Wrong. Captain America did have a movie before this one. It came out in the late 80s, I think in 1987. There was a Captain America movie, but it was very low budget. It was total. I mean, it was a big, huge, enormous flop. It was very low budget. Didn't get much. Didn't get any promos. It didn't get any much media coverage. It was just one of those kind of movies that went into a movie theater and then went out without anybody noticing hardly. But technically, it was a Captain America movie on the big screen. So, so actually, yeah, this is Captain America's second movie, and this is way better than that other film that I just described. But anyways, yeah, Captain America, I give it a B plus. I think it was a good movie. The character was, they did the movie the way the character was supposed to be done, and yeah, and the movie also had kind of like those old serials, like the old comic book kind of cartoons or serials of the 1940s and 30s. It had that kind of old serial kind of feel to it, and because you had things in the movie that looked futuristic looking, or things that looked like 1940s, and then you had some, maybe a little bit of some futuristic looking stuff in there. Like for instance, there are some rifles that the Nazis have that look like, that kind of shoot like blasters. There's even the Nazis even have a jet plane, big, huge jet plane. It looks like the Stealth, but except very big, and yeah, it was a good film. And keep in mind too, if you watch this movie, wait until at the very, very end of the credits. Wait until the very, very end, because after the credits roll by, you will see a glimpse of the new trailer to the Avengers, and I mean, it was just totally cool because all the characters that we've seen in these Marvel movies, all these characters that we have seen in these Marvel movies, we see them in this in this trailer, and except for Spider-Man, he's not part of that. I mean, he's a Marvel character, but he's not part of it. And but anyways, you see Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. You see the other actor like the Thor and all. You see them all in this headquarters talking to each other, interacting together. I mean, this Avengers movie is going to be good. And but anyways, I think Iron Man was good. As I've always said, I'm not a Marvel fan. I'm DC all the way, mostly DC. I'm a Superman fan. I've said that before. But I do appreciate the things that Marvel does. I do appreciate their characters like Spider-Man, Iron Man, the Hulk, Captain America. I do appreciate those particular characters. And even though I like DC, and I even got a Captain America T-shirt for this review. So, and that just goes to show you how much more, how much I really liked the Captain America movie. But Captain America, he's not going to get a sequel. There's not going to be a sequel to this movie. However, his sequel, Captain America sequel, well, actually, I guess technically he does get a sequel, but he's not going to have a sequel that's just a sole hero movie. He's actually going to have a movie where he interacts with other characters, the Avengers, Iron Man and all those guys. So, yeah, this movie was good. I liked it. I liked the special effects. I thought they did a good job. And for that, I give this movie a thumbs up. and a B plus, and I am going to do a video. You know, I'm going to do a video on San Diego Comic-Con. I'm going to put all my footage up of San Diego Comic-Con, and you know, I did record some panels that I will be showing. I'll also do an introduction video where I talk about, you know, about the Comic-Con and all that, and my experience and the things I bought and stuff. But let's just say that this San Diego Comic-Con really rocked. I was really happy. I was really excited. I really liked it. I'm going back again next year. But anyways, I'll have a video about all that stuff later. I am also looking to do another video on aliens and cowboys and aliens, which is coming up on the 29th. So I'll be doing that one too. But everybody take care, and I'll talk to you until the next video, next review or video, whatever. Anyways, everybody take care. B plus. Captain America was great. Everybody take care.